And you'll often see people when they sit that they pull themselves down when they're relaxed, when they're seated. So we're going to carry out this movement much more efficiently, much more mindfully. So we're going to think about the way we move. So the best thing to do is just to stop, come into a neutral position where the feet are equally balanced, and the weight is equally distributed between each foot. There's not too much weight in the heels or the balls of the feet. You're thinking of lengthening up through the spine, neck and head. And because we're standing, we can think of lengthening all the way up through the body, from the feet all the way up through the legs, right up through the pelvis, almost sharpening the focus as you think up through the spine, neck and head. Because this is the place we interfere with the most. We upset the delicate balance of the head in relation to the neck and the torso. So we end up carrying out the movement where we compress the spine, shorten the muscles and collapse the back and the torso. So as I said, we're going to think of being balanced in the feet, lengthening up from the feet all the way up along the legs, sharpening the focus as we think up through the torso, neck and head. So we're thinking of ourselves being long and tall, lovely and wide and expanded in the back, thinking of ourselves being light. So as we go into the movement, we can think of the knees releasing forwards and away and maintaining that length through the spine. And that you'll see is a lovely squatting position, monkey position. That's the halfway position between standing and squatting. If I continue going into a squat, you can see there's a chair behind me and that just interrupts the squat, and I can come up into a seated position. So the way I moved there, I didn't collapse in the back, I didn't pull the head back, didn't put it down, I didn't upset the balance of this delicate area of the torso, neck and head. And as I said, when most people move, they're constantly doing funny things with the spine, the shoulders, the neck, and that causes discomfort, compression, tension, pain, leading to various ailments. So if you look at the movement, I'm almost just using the quadriceps, these big femur bones, to lever the body up and to lever the body down, making sure you're breathing in the movement so the breath accompanies the movement. When I'm seated, the base of the spine or the torso is these two bones at the base of the pelvis. They're like another pair of feet, really. You can put your hands under the buttocks to feel them. You can gently rock on them. That helps to reaffirm and establish that contact. And that gives you a really nice foundation. And just like the feet, you want an equal sense of weight distributed between those two bones. And if I come from sitting to standing, I have this sense of being much more mindful and conscious about the way I move. So I want the head leading, the body following, maintaining this length all the way through the spine, torso, neck and head. And again, I'm thinking of not upsetting the balance of those parts, the head, neck and torso. And again, just like we did in the squat, we're going to use these big quadricep muscles and these big femur bones to gently leave myself up as I gently push into the heels. A very dynamic, smooth movement. All the muscles and bones are used in a much more balanced way, and I can come into a full squat. So it's almost like we can just gently push into the heels and we can almost float up into the movement instead of collapsing down and feeling heavy and the spine and the muscles shortening, the spine compressing and the joints getting tight, as you often see people do. But maintaining that length all the way through the body, through the spine, and we can go into that lovely squatting movement. And it really exercises all those muscles in the legs and the torso, as I said, in a very balanced way. If there's a chair there, it just almost interrupts that squatting motion or movement. We can come into the upright position. We're just pushing down into the heels, leading up with the head, and we're thinking up as we release the knees away, maintain that length in the spine. Thank you.